Welcome everyone, I'm Makaylah Rogers, co-founder of MindShift.money, and I'm here today to share with you something that I think is one of the biggest mistakes that people fall into over the Christmas break and the holiday season. I'm wondering if you have the feeling right now or in past Christmases, or maybe it's coming in a few days with some last minute Christmas shopping. But if you have this feeling of just handing over your card over and over again for all of the different gifts that you're buying and all the different celebrations you're planning for over the holiday season, including New Year actually as well. And I'm wondering if you're having this sense of overwhelm that may not actually be hitting you until New Year's. And around about New Year's, when you start to look at maybe your credit card bill or how much money has left your account, you start to wonder, what the heck, where did all that money go? This is a constant problem that I hear from people time and time again every year as they go through the holiday season. Either they're spending so much money on their credit card they don't even notice because they don't even feel like it's their money that they're giving away, and they think, oh, I'll deal with it next year, I'll deal with it later. And then they get the credit card bill in the new year and they're like, holy, what happened? I didn't realize I spent that much. Or they're spending actually on their savings card, or they're just handing over their money and they actually don't have enough for everything else in the month, and they're starting to stress about how they're even going to get through December and how they're even going to pay for all of these gifts because it just wasn't in the budget, it wasn't in the plan. And I'm wondering if you also get into the new year and then you have this sense of kind of like a hangover, but you wake up in the morning, you haven't really been drinking the night before, maybe during Christmas or New Year's, and we won't go into that. But maybe you wake up in the new year and someday in the kind of the first week and you're like, I feel like really off, and I have this like headache and I don't feel good, and you have these feelings inside you that just don't feel all that good, and you're wondering, what is this? I didn't drink last night. Why do I feel like this? The thing is, it is called a debt hangover, a spending hangover, and it happens to the best of us. However, I have a tip for you to ensure that next Christmas and the next holiday season, next time you have birthdays, anniversaries, you never have to feel the debt hangover again. You guys ready to hear what it is? It's a simple one, but it's something that I learned and has saved me the debt hangover over and over again. I didn't have the debt hangover. I wasn't using a credit card personally. I would just dip into different other savings and different other accounts and be like, I'll make it up later. A big thing that I used to do in the past, I would dip into the tax account. I would be like, oh, well, I'm going to have to pay tax later. I'm sure I'll make it up, so I'll dip into there and I will use some for the Christmas spending or for this birthday gift or whatever. So here is what I have done and what we teach within MindShift.money and within the Financial Foundations community, how to handle the debt hangover and make sure you never have to experience it again. Here's the thing. I don't know if you've been through the Financially Fit Bootcamp, we would have talked about a surprise account, setting up a separate account in your banking structure and in your account structure, typically only for surprises. And what I do with my surprise account is I actually, every month when I get paid, 72 hours after the paycheck, the same way I automate paying myself first, I automate sending money into my surprise account. And my surprise account has, you can choose the amount that you want to put in there for surprises. It can be $50 a month, $100 a month, $200, $250 a month, whatever it is. Generally, the more that your emergency buffer is built, or your security buffer, as I like to kind of call it now, your security buffer is built, generally the less you need in the surprise account, but you still need some. But the weaker you are in having that security buffer built, the more you may want in your surprise account. So there's that tip. However, would you consider Christmas, birthdays, anniversaries, New Year celebrations surprises? I typically wouldn't, being that they happen every single year on the exact same day around the clock, and you can, you know they're going to happen, just like you know the sunrise is going to happen. The sun is going to rise in the morning, I should say. So here's what I do. I set up a separate account for Christmas. Typically, what I actually call this account is gifts account. And what I put in my gifts account is I put in money for birthdays, for anniversaries, for Christmas, for party celebrations, and everything like that. So what I would do in order to figure out how much money you're going to put into this account is I typically calculate all the different people that I buy gifts for their birthdays during the year, all the different people that I buy Christmas gifts for, all the different people that I would have an anniversary with of some sort. You know, my partner, I would plan an anniversary gift there. So I plan all of these different things, any kind of celebrations or parties that I know every year I put on. If I always hold the Christmas Eve dinner, I know I need a budget for the spending that's going to go into that. So what I do is I calculate all of these, and I calculate it all together, kind of the lump sum of all these things during the year, and then I divide it by 12 months in a year. And what I typically do is I then set up now you've got kind of the amount that you need monthly to be saving and putting aside, I put that into the gifts account. So the same way I would automatically 72 hours after the paycheck arrives, you're going to automate your pay yourself first amount, you're automating the surprise account, and now you're automating and sending money straight into this gifts account. So next year when Christmas comes around, when anniversaries or birthdays come around, you have money particularly already set aside for you to go and dip into to use for these. There's no debt hangover, there's no guilt, there's no overspending, because you have an amount in that you are actually going to use. It's not about budgeting. You don't need to budget and kind of watch what you spend and hope that you stick to the budget. You have an account that tells you, this is the amount of money that I have to use for Christmas. Keeping in mind, I have 2 birthdays coming up in January too that I need to have some money set aside in for. So that is an example, and that is kind of how I run my account structure and how we teach to run yours in the Financially Fit Bootcamp and in our MindShift.money communities. And I hope that this has helped you. It may not be so helpful this Christmas season. You might be going, hey, Makaylah, why did you not share this with me last year? Well, you're not going to say that next year. I'm sharing it with you now, and I'm hoping that you're going to get a lot of value out of this and be able to, maybe it will encourage you not to overspend and go into debt this Christmas, but what I'm hoping is to inspire you and empower you to know that your situation this Christmas, this holiday season, this birthday celebration will not be the same as it will be next year. So go and do this now. I really recommend, while you're in the spirit of Christmas, the holiday season, while you're experiencing what it feels like to overspend, to go into more debt over Christmas, to have the debt hangover in January, I really recommend that you go away now and you actually take this time while you're in the midst of it to really calculate all of that, to set up your gifts account, to get the automation structures going, and to know that as you step into 2017, you're already prepared for next Christmas, for all the birthdays to come in 2017, and everything on from there. So I hope that this has helped. Post in the comments below and let me know inside the community and wherever you're seeing this, if this has helped you and that you're going to go and do this for yourself in 2017. Thanks a lot, and I will see you soon.